Hello, welcome to my channel, welcome to my YouTube debut. My name is Grace, and on this platform my aim is just to share some of the life lessons that I am obtaining. I am one of those people who enjoys assimilating and exploring different lessons or concepts that I acquire from my own personal life experiences, from movies, from books, from other people, whatever it is. And yeah, I'm here to share that. Also, I am a Christian, so I will be exploring some of these concepts through a biblical lens. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. So today I'm going to be discussing something that has been on my mind for a while now, and that is things I have learned to prioritize as a young person and how they have helped me to define part of what it means to be young, to be a youth, to be a teen. So the first thing that I want to talk about is investing in oneself, or investing in myself. What I like to do from time to time is to engage in conversations with people who are older than me, or to just listen to the experiences of people who have passed through the stage of life that I am currently in. And on occasion, something that I've heard is, I wish I did this. I wish I had done this when I was younger. I wish I had continued going down this specific path. And what that did for me was it helped me to realize how important it is to, one, make time for things that I'm passionate about or things that interest me. I'm starting to realize now that there were so many things that I wanted to do when I was slightly younger that I put off for later, or that I just didn't focus on because I was focusing on other external things, things that weren't exactly significant or things that didn't matter at the time. And now I'm like, oh, I wish I did this. Oh, if I had only started back then, maybe I would have been in a slightly different position right now. And then also to do with investing in oneself, I have discovered the importance of developing habits that will help to benefit me now and to benefit my future self. I've become more intentional about how I spend my day. I listen to podcasts, read self-help books. I have accountability partners that help me to keep in check with certain things. And investing in yourself can look like other things too. Say you want to work on becoming more confident. What you're going to do is start formulating ways in which you can practice just that, because the confidence isn't going to come by itself. And this was actually an aim of mine for some time. What I had decided to do was start approaching people more, start conversations with strangers, post more on my social media platforms. I joined a talent show. After more than a year of not involving myself in any musical performances whatsoever, because I'd lost that confidence. But although I didn't win the talent show, it was rewarding to know that I had actually stepped out of my comfort zone. And now I know that I can, achieve more. I think investing in oneself is important and necessary to the growth of a person. It has been for me, certainly. And yeah, just one of the aspects of being young that I've come to, prioritize and appreciate. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about is discovering more of who you are, discovering more of what makes you you. I have to say for this one that making God the center of your life is, I think, extremely crucial to this point, because you are not going to be able to, know who you are if you don't know your creator. And this is something that I have seen in my life personally. I began to take my relationship with God serious when I was about 13 years old, so like at the beginning of my teen years. And since then, I feel like God has just taken me on a really great adventure of self-discovery. The more I learned about him, the more I learned about who I was in Christ, and the more he just I guess, began to show me some of the gifts and talents and abilities that he's given me to use for his glory. And also to do at this point, I think discovering more of who you are comes with trying out new things, seeing what it is that you're good at, or seeing what you can improve on and potentially become really good at. I'll give an example of me. So in quarantine 2020, I had just gotten a new computer because I was starting online lessons, and I had found this application on the computer that allowed me to create videos and edit them and all of that. And I discovered that I really liked making short videos and editing. I would make videos on whatever it is I wanted. So maybe a spiritual or Christian video, maybe a video on anime or something I was, some lesson or concept I was learning. That's one of the things that has kind of led me to take this step of making YouTube videos, because I know it's something that I like to do. So yeah, step outside of your comfort zone, try something new. You never know where it might lead you. Next one, have fun. I feel like at some point in my life, I did become too serious. Took everything seriously, didn't know how to loosen up, didn't know how to have fun, but that has since changed. There's a Bible verse that I actually like. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9. You who are young, be happy while you are young, and let your heart give you joy in the days of your youth. Follow the ways of your heart and whatever your eyes see. That's just the first part of the verse. I will go on to the second part soon. And I also like how the New Living Translation says this. Young people, it's wonderful to be young. Enjoy every minute of it. Do everything you want to do. Take it all in. Like I already mentioned, at a certain point, I thought there was a need for me to be just very serious all the time. And I think especially in my academic era, I thought I had to be very studious, very reserved and introspective. I'm not exactly sure why, and I am introverted, but I was certainly overdoing it. Verses like Ecclesiastes 11 verse 9 tell us that we should seek happy moments in our lives as young people. We should do what we like. We should have some form of fun. But there is a final part to that verse actually. In the New Living Translation version, the last part of the verse says, "But remember that you must give an account to God for everything you do." And in the New International Version, the NIV, it says, "But know that for all these things, God will bring you into judgment." So even while we are having our fun and we are doing what makes us happy as young people, how we live our lives still matters. At a point, I began to wonder what having fun as a young person is supposed to look like. I would observe other people around me and wonder if I wasn't doing it correctly. Should I go out more? Should I try going to this type of place? Should I try this and this and this? But I guess when I realized that, yes, have fun, but the way in which you do it matters, that realization alleviated the pressure. It encouraged me to live my life in a way that glorifies God. And the last, but certainly not least, is to remember the Lord. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1 says, NIV, "Remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come, and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in them." And the NLT even says, "Don't let the excitement of youth cause you to forget your Creator." I've actually heard it said before, like, no, I'm young, I don't want to explore that right now. I don't want to get into that God stuff right now. But what I'm honestly getting from this verse is that it's important to have a solid foundation while you're young, so that when you're older and you're facing lots of potentially facing lots of hardships and just different impediments, you will be strong in the Lord. You will not waver. I've been enrolled at a Bible school for the last year. Me and two other people, we are the youngest in that class. And what I hear from a lot of the older people is, wow, I would have loved to have done this when I was your age. And I think where that comes from, again, is having a solid foundation to help you as you go on in life, and that foundation being Christ. As you get older, there's probably a lot of issues and decisions and just things in general that will require you to have God at the center of your life, to know who God is and to know His will, so that you are able to move through those things. And of course, you need Him when you're younger as well. You need Him always. And I'm not saying every single young person has to attend a Bible school. That would be cool. But what I am saying is that as young people, we should strive to build our relationship with God. Not only do we need Him every single day, but when tough times come, He is someone we can rely on, and we will know Him for who He is. We will know His word, and we will know how to get through certain circumstances. And that is it. A few things I have learned about youth from being one. Be sure to like and subscribe. That subscriber count is looking a little low, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I'll see you in my next video.